Oh, right. Yeah. Best of Jesse Lee Peterson, Savage Moments, Part 12. Yeah. I've also found some like other ones that are I think are actually from his channel. They're like highlights of interviews and that. I think I might do start doing them as well. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. Um yeah, let's go.
And women are being pushed in every aspect of life now, in the homes, in the schools, the government, everything, doctors, so-called doctors and everything. Because evil knows, and the ones who are bringing these women in and replacing them with men, they know that this evil is coming through the woman. And they need to control the people because they're evil, and they're using the woman for that purpose. And they're using the blacks as well. And not just the black, everybody. Anybody that's got anger, has anger, being used. And you're being used for evil's sake. Barbara, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yes. Hi, Jesse. How you doing this morning?
All is well, Barbara.
That's good. That's good. I just I just disagree with your assessment on women. I mean, it's two species in this world, and that's
it's what
man and woman.
Oh, okay.
It's only man and woman. You know what I mean? And neither one is better than the other. We both have to work together. It takes two people to make a baby.
I think the only thing that, like, the modern woman needs to be told, or women needs to be told, not just one individual one, is that you don't have to be men, and you'll never be as good of a man as a man is, just like a man will never be as good as a female. Like, that's what a relationship's meant to be. Like, boss women that want to be the man. It's like that's not what you're good at. Like, you're not good at being men because you're women. Like, men aren't good at being women because they're women. Like, 50 Cent says it. People can't do me better than I can. And it's true, not just with male. Like, you're never going to be, all you're going to be is an imitation of a man, not actually a man. But anyway.
So why is it when the child is in the womb, it's the man's baby, but when it comes out, it's the woman's baby?
Well,
also, there's something my dad says about that. But my mum used to say, I carried them for 9 months. My dad's like, and I carried them for the next 10 years. Because it's true. When the kid's sleepy, it's the dad that carries them home.
It takes one person to make the baby and one person to carry the baby and have the baby, right?
Not true.
Women don't make babies.
Women have eggs. That's the actual.
But you don't
baby.
make the baby. It's the baby put the sperm in the egg. If the man didn't put the stuff in the egg just lay there and die when the woman gets old.
Something's wrong with you.
that is basic.
Anyway,
isn't that true, though?
No, it's not true.
What will happen to the egg if it's not fertilized?
It just come on out
and die.
What happens to the sperm?
And when it comes out,
what happens to the sperm if it has nothing to connect to?
It'll last for 100 and some years.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
Am I lying about that?
Yes.
I got proof that I'm not lying.
Okay, let me hear it.
How old was Abraham when he made a baby?
Abraham? I don't know.
Was it Abraham and Sarah? Over 100 years old, right? He was 100 or something. He was 100.
Oh, my God.
His sperm was kicking hard.
But there's no proof on how old the woman was that had the baby.
She was 99. Something like that. Sarah.
Either way it go, she still held that baby, and everything in that woman's body changes when you have a baby. Everything got to get pushed aside, move, whatever you eat, the baby eat, your blood, your happiness, whatever you're talking about. If you're arguing with somebody, all of that stuff affects the baby.
Yep. And that's why
you see what I'm saying?
That's why the baby come out crying, because she affected the baby in the womb.
See. Anyway, can we get back to what I was saying?
Yes.
Why is it that you always blame the woman when it takes two people to make a baby?
What do I blame the woman about?
When?
I said, what do I blame her about?
I cannot believe you asked me this question. You blame the woman for it. You said if the woman does not have a father, if the father is not around, then the baby turned out to be an alcoholic, drug dealer, in jail, or every other thing that you can think of. This is what you always say. You always say because of the woman. But what about the man?
Is that not true?
No, it's not true.
Then why, when the woman raises children and the man is not there to protect his children, why do they all end up screwed up?
That's what I'm saying. Because the man is not there.
The man is not there.
On the one.
To be fair, there's an interview with a old man who's been a paedophile his whole life, and they basically do an interview with him to say what's the top things that you look out for when you start to groom a kid. The first thing he said was, 1, is there a dad around, and 2, is that dad a threat? Right. It's like, if the dad's around and he's weak, I still can do it. It wouldn't bother me. But the dad's around and I think, yeah, he's a threat, then they'll just move on. But that's the first thing a paedophile will look for. Is there a dad in the house, and is the man actually, let's be real, a man?
If the man was there, it's not fair that the man can just go and spread his seed and not have to take care of it. You always push about taking care of.
You're making my point, and you don't hear yourself making my point. I ask us, why is it that whenever the women raise children and the man is not there to protect them, you said because the man's not there. So you're saying, yes, Jesse, the woman is screwing them up because the man is not there.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
but you are, because if they weren't screwing them up,
what I'm saying is, it's supposed to be two people.
They wouldn't screw them up whether the man is there or not.
That's not true. Because if a woman can do a man's job, then what we need men for? Just to spread a seed? Because a woman can do just everything that a man can do, right?
No, she can't.
Name one thing a woman can do that a man. Name one thing a man can do that a woman cannot do besides make a baby and grow a whole lot of facial hair.
Open a jar.
A man can protect the children from evil, whereas the woman can't.
A woman can protect her child from evil.
No.
You see that every day, all day.
No, the evil is coming through the woman. How is she going to protect the child when it's coming through her?
Because the evil is coming from another man, and a woman cannot fight a man. Is that what you're saying?
No. The evil coming through.
Because that's what she's protecting the evil from, would be another man, right?
No.
And that's the only way that she cannot protect it, is because a woman cannot equally fight a man, right?
No, that's not true. You're right. The woman can't beat a man physically. I'm not talking physically. I'm telling you
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, and that's why we got to refocus and look at the real deal and not just the outer deal. We got to look at what is causing the outer deal to happen, and that is the spirit of evil, which was passed down to the woman from Eve, is destroying the children. And the spirit of the man, which is passed down through God, through him by God, is supposed to protect the children from the spirit of the woman, which is evil. And it's not her, but it's that spirit that made a home in her, because no one ever told her she should overcome that. She can't overcome it.
And,
Is
well,
that
that's
true?
another thing I
Is
don't
that true or
understand
not?
that you. Well, no. Well, I don't think so. But
Are you a
that's another
Christian?
thing that you always say. Yes.
If you're a Christian, why don't you think so and know so? Stop it. Men, stop. When you take women out, if you take a woman out for a date, take her to the cheese factory. Take her to Popeyes. And if she doesn't want to go there, dump her.
Peterson, Alan Colmes, welcome to our show. Sorry you're late.
Hey, hi, Alan. I'm going to pray for you, Alan. I'll be
You're going to pray for me?
you.
I was praying that you weren't stopped because of driving while black on the way over.
Well, you know, Alan, I'm glad that the police officers are out there doing their job. It's unfortunate that good people have to suffer for the bad. And so it's a fact that in our community, in the black community across the country, too many black men especially are committing crimes. And
Wait a minute, doesn't it just...
You're full of it. You are full of it. You are operating.
You're going to have to be quiet. You can't run the show.
You're going to have to be quiet.
You're going to have to be quiet.
Julianne, you have because you asked me to.
You cannot.
If the host asked me to, I will. But not.
We only have 30 seconds left.
You are talking to me. How dare you?
Julianne, you got to give him the floor for a second here.
Why?
All right.
Because he isn't saying anything. This is a nonsensical man who cannot even
you're going to have to be quiet. She's trying to shout me down.
How dare you? How dare you? You shout at me down.
Julianne, you're going to have to give him the floor here because we only have a few seconds left.
What he has nothing to say.
This is coming from a woman who said that she wished that Justice Clarence Thomas would eat soul food and die from it. How can you have respect from this type of a person? She's an angry woman, and she's typical of what's going on in the black community.
But your anger is overwhelming, and your self-hate.
The one good thing about Bill Clinton...
Reverend Peterson, Julianne Malveaux, we're going to have to continue this argument another time. I want to thank you both for joining us.
Women, you have been set up. That's why you're walking around half naked, all this makeup on, looking like a clown. All these fake butts you went and paid for at the doctor's office look like those workout balls at the gym. What do you call those balls where they big round ball? Yoga balls. Women, your butts are looking like yoga balls. That ain't attractive.
He does make a good point. Women have been set up. Yeah. Like, the world has gone mad. Like, the fact that there's compilations of, like, literally where it will say when men fight back, and it'll just be videos of, yeah, a woman getting mouthy and a man like slapping her or whatever. And obviously, but that's what I mean. That's where men are weak too. Because you know you're physically stronger. Doesn't matter what she's read and what feminist she's listening to that's telling her that she can fight a man. It's ridiculous. Like, there's a reason why. Well, to be fair, boxing has now allowed transgender women to box, but there's a reason why, like in the UFC, you can argue that some of, like I say all the time, Rose, no, I can't say her second name, Namajunas. Rose Namajunas might be up there with Mighty Mouse as one of the like when she throws kicks and punches, it's like a computer game. She's like so good, like so well drilled. She's like perfect. But do you know what I mean? The women's weight division goes up to like the highest women's weight division, I don't even think is the same weight as the lowest men's. And if you put Rose again, say someone like Francis Ngannou. Now, Rose is a better martial artist, but Francis Ngannou is a monster. Like, Rose probably wouldn't even come up to his waist. It's like there's a reason why there's men's and women's divisions in things. It just baffles my mind. Like, and I have it with girls. I've had it with girls that really think they can beat me in a fight. I had one girl. We was walking down the road, and she was one of them. She was always thinking she was hard, and thinking that she could actually handle herself in a fight against me. And you can't tell because I'm sitting down, but I'm 6'2", and I'm not little. Just do you know what I mean? I'm big built, and she's like 5'1", literally weighs less than half of me. And we was walking down the road, and she being mouthy as if she could actually, like I say, take me on. We was walking down the road. She went like that to kind of barge into me, right, and went flying back the other way. Literally, she bounced. I did not. It didn't even make me move at all. She, with all her force, went into the side of me and literally just bounced off. I didn't even realise she'd done it until she was bouncing off, and then she was like, "Fucking hell!" And I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not in shape or work out or anything like that. Right. So someone who my size who actually did, yeah, it's just ridiculous. But like I say, it shows men how weak men are, because you know that it's the same reason why it's like there's certain people that will people fight and will have a fight, whatever, like men, I mean. But then there's certain people that you just wouldn't, because you just smash them. Like, it wouldn't even be a fight if you had a fight with them. So you just don't. And then when you find out that someone actually has beat them up, everyone's like, whatever would you do that for? Like the man who beats up that weak man. But now we've got into a thing where society's told women that, yeah, you can fight men, to the point where men are starting to actually fight back. And it's like, you should know better. Like, you know better. You know there's a difference. You shouldn't be doing that, no matter what she's doing. Do you know what I mean? I mean, unless she's got a knife and literally it's just going psycho, but right, you could just grab her, or do you know what I mean? If you needed to stop her, you don't need to throw a punch. Yeah. It's a disturbing change in society. Because when I was growing up, if it went round that you hit a girl, you was gonna get it. Do you know what I mean? You was gonna get beat for that. Now, people are wouldn't bat an eye. People just well, they want to keep acting like they're men. Do you know what I mean? It's and then to a point, I understand. You can't, as girls, if a man shows you the respect that, as someone who could literally physically destroy you, and is not, then you should show them that respect back, and not, do you know what I mean, get in their face or punch them or right. But I don't yeah. It would take it would take a woman to be literally going non-stop, and even then I'd probably just submit her. I'd just probably just rear naked choke her, to be honest. It's better than knocking her out, but like, just put her to sleep a bit. And I suppose, yeah, if they got a knife, but still, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.